Hello, my name's Louise Riley and I'm an advisory board member for the UK, Ireland and Iceland. The training that we're covering is aloe and seasonal supplements for the spring and summer. In Module 1, let's see what we're covering. The market trends. Do we need supplements? A balanced seasonal diet. Forever's commitment to the environment. Aloe vera the drinks. And finally, understanding digestion. The UK supplements market in 2018, so the UK consumer usage of vitamins, minerals and supplements. We like to refer to this as the VMS market. So 6 in 10 was the proportion of UK consumers who took a VMS product. 26% was the percentage of UK consumers who have never used one. 38% of female VMS users took a supplement daily in 2018, and less than 1 in 3 is the proportion of male users that took one every day. 56% is the percentage of the VMS users that took a multivit, and more than 3 in 10 is the proportion of VMS users that took vitamin D. This is making it the UK's #1 single vitamin supplement. And finally, 37% of VMS users took cod liver oil in 2018, making it the UK's #1 individual supplement. A question that I'm often asked is, do we actually need to supplement our diet? Well, the most important thing to remember that supplements are exactly that. They're there to supplement a healthy, well-balanced diet. And we're going to be looking at that in a little while. However, there is a group of people who probably need to supplement their diet due to their circumstances. So now let's have a look at that. First of all, in pregnancy. All women who are planning to have a baby should have folic acid. Now, this is a B vitamin, and this should be taken once pregnant for the first 12 weeks. And then also vitamin D, calcium and iron are sometimes recommended to be taken. Although the elderly should consult their GP, vitamin D, B6, B12 and folic acid plus calcium and iron are essential for the elderly. If you are vegetarian and vegan, it's possible they may be lacking in B12. And for athletes, those on a restricted calorie intake, such as jockeys and ballet dancers, may also need supplementation. All children aged 6 months to 5 years should take a supplement, especially vitamins A, C and D. And then finally, those that struggle to have contact with sunlight may need to take some additional supplements, especially vitamin D. And remember, I said these are all here to support a healthy, well-balanced diet. Let's now look at a balanced diet. And the first thing we're going to have a look at are what we call macronutrients. And macronutrients we commonly know as carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Now these are broken down into smaller components that are micronutrients, but we know them more commonly as vitamins, minerals, water, as well as fibre. And a balanced diet is defined as having well-proportioned amounts from all of these food groups. When we talk about eating local, what we mean is making sure that we're getting the right goodness into our body, because that is the key thing for our body every single day. We are what we eat. The raw materials from which our bodies are constructed are provided by the food we eat. Normal daily living dictates that even when fully grown, our bodies require constant repair and maintenance. The many processes of living, moving, exercising and keeping warm also require fuel or energy, all of which must come from the food, or more precisely, the nutrients in the food. So the dictionary definition of a diet is the kinds of food and drink that a person, animal or community habitually eats. Now there is no mention of special foods or restrictions. Food should not be a misery, but a source of enjoyment. On the slide you can see a whole array of different fruits and vegetables that are in season. So I'm just going to pick out a few from each section. Meat, we have chicken, vegetables, asparagus, fruits, gooseberries, and fish, we have trout. Now these are eating local seasonal foods for spring, and then moving to the summer you could choose lamb, vegetables such as beetroot, Fruit, blueberries and currants, and fish can be pilchards.
Since 1978, Forever Living Products has been dedicated to seeking out nature's best sources for health and beauty and sharing them with the world. But it's not just 4 decades of experience that drive our business. It's a passion for helping others look better and feel better, combined with the pride that comes from doing things a little differently. We own our own plantations, manufacturing facilities, research and development, quality control laboratories, and even our own distribution channels. Owning this process every step of the way allows us to control costs, ensure our high-quality standards are upheld, and deliver the products our customers love even faster. It all starts at our aloe plantations in Texas and the Dominican Republic. This is where we grow and cultivate over 50 million aloe plants. Each plant is nurtured until the aloe is at the peak of leaf thickness and nutrient content. We carefully harvest the lower leaves by hand, letting the inner leaves grow. This hands-on process ensures that no part of the aloe is damaged and allows each plant to continue to produce nutrient-rich leaves for up to 5 years. After harvest, each aloe leaf is thoroughly cleaned and inspected before it is hand-filleted to completely remove the rind while keeping the inner leaf aloe vera gel intact. A multi-step quality check assures that only the purest aloe is used in our products. Next, the bulk aloe vera gel goes through a proprietary process to seal in freshness and prepare it for transportation to our manufacturing facilities. That's where it will be combined with other natural and scientifically advanced ingredients to make the products our customers love. Aloe Vera of America in Dallas, Texas is a key step in Forever's manufacturing process. This state-of-the-art facility boasts several ISO certifications and is constantly evaluated and upgraded to stay in the forefront of technology. Quality is a key part of our entire plant-to-product process. Over 1.4 million quality tests are performed at Aloe Vera of America alone. In addition, every product is hand-inspected at multiple points in the packaging process to ensure each one meets our high standards and exceeds expectations. Forever Nutraceutical in Phoenix, Arizona uses pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing equipment and technology. With millions continually invested in new equipment and an ISO certification typically reserved for third-party labs, Forever Nutraceutical stays on the cutting edge of the supplement industry. Every day, up to 333 different types of quality tests are performed at Forever Nutraceutical. We analyze all raw ingredients before production and test every product before and after manufacturing for vitamin content and purity. In total, 1.5 million quality inspections are performed each year. Once Forever's products are manufactured, they are ready to be distributed all over the world. Forever Direct, located in the Netherlands, is the distribution hub for many of the 160 countries where Forever does business. Quality is a central focus of everything we do at Forever Direct and is accomplished using the latest technology and careful inspections by our passionate team. Several quality checks are completed through the packing process and before each order is shipped. This ensures that our customers receive the right products, packaged the right way to reach your address in perfect condition. Every step we take is driven by our commitment to make sure you and your family have everything you need to look and feel your very best. Just like the best of science and nature in our products, we combine technology with the quality you can only get from personal touch, all the way through our product development and manufacturing process. You get the best out of our products because we put the very best in every step of the way. From plant to product to you.
The lifeblood of Forever is definitely aloe vera, and from the video you saw lots of information, so let's just have a little recap on what the video shared with us. The lifeblood of Forever is definitely aloe vera, and from the video you saw lots of information. Let's recap on what we've actually learned from the video. Forever's aloe vera is grown in fields in the Dominican Republic as well as Texas. A 6,500 acre aloe field can be found in the Dominican, and it's the largest in the world. Forever has over 30 million plants in the Dominican and harvests over 1 million pounds in weight of aloe per week. Forever employs local farmers and provides excellent working conditions, and then by controlling 100% of its fields, Forever also controls the planting season, selection, methods of fertilisation as well as weed control, the seasons of harvest, processing, storage and delivery. Aloe is harvested by hand and the leaves are processed within hours. 20 aloe plants are equal to one tree. Forever has over 50 million aloe vera plants in the fields, and therefore our aloe vera cleanses the earth of hundreds of millions of tonnes of CO2 every single year. Now, our painted stabilisation process is constantly evolving in order to ensure that the aloe preserved in its finest form and maintains the maximum benefits as possible. We've heard about the aloe in the fields in the Dominican, but I've got a baby aloe plant just over here, and we can see what aloe actually looks like. Now, you can see from the plant that it has a very hard rind on the outside, and what we actually use is the gel fillet that you get inside. In fact, if you were to squeeze an aloe plant, you can feel that gel fillet. So that is where we get all of the nutritional benefits, and that's what we take and put into our drinks. I want to go into our drinks in a little bit more detail now. The way that Forever has enabled us to deliver to our end consumer aloe as nature intended is down to a process which we call the aseptic process. So firstly, the aseptic process will start in the Dominican. This will reduce down bad bacteria and locks in freshness. The totes are filled and transported to packaging lines. 20,000 gallon tanks are used. They're mixed with other ingredients for gel formulas, and testing is done throughout the whole process. Flash heated for a second time, and then 5,200 flat cartons on each reel are used at the filling machine. Sanitised vacuum filling takes place, then the caps are placed over foil openings in sterile chambers. This will deliver the consumer aloe as nature intended. So let's have a look at what they actually look like when we pour them out. This is our plain gel, and as you can see, this actually has a look of aloe about it, absolutely plain, and I would say this one would taste a little bit like grapefruit juice, quite sharp. So as far as your palate goes, if you like something a little bit sharp, then this may be the one for you. In fact, this is my favourite. This is the one that I drink every single day. The next one I would say is probably more fruity. This has the addition of cranberries and apples, and you can see that it's a nice soft pinky colour, and you can actually smell the cranberries in there. And then finally, if you have a sweet tooth, then maybe the peach is the one for you. And this is the one I actually find children prefer to have. This actually has the combination of the aloe, it has peach juice as well as grape juice in it. Now, the difference in the amount of aloe in all of these is down to the fact that obviously this one just has the aloe in it, this has the cranberries and apples, and this has the peach and the grape in there. And the percentage of aloe that we have, first of all in the plain gel, and you will see it on the front, it has 99.7% aloe vera. The other 0.3% comes from the addition of things like citric acid and a little bit of vitamin C. The easiest way to understand how that works, imagine getting an apple and cutting the apple open and then squeezing some lemon juice on the apple, and that is to stop the apple going brown. So it's the citric acid that's in the lemon juice that has that effect, and that's literally as simply as how we keep this aloe preservative free. Then the one that has the cranberries and apples in, you will see it on the front here, is 90.7%. As I said, the difference is down to the addition of the cranberries and apples. And then finally, the nice sweet one, which has the peach, it has 84.3% aloe with the addition of the peach and the grape juice. We also have our Forever Painted Stabilisation process, which is sometimes referred to as our cosmetic aloe process. And it is also part of the stabilisation process for our Forever Freedom drink. This contains sorbitol, which is a conditioning agent and a natural sweetener that we get from fruits. This only has 0.1%. Ascorbic acid is another name for the antioxidant vitamin C from citrus fruit. Citric acid from a sugar solution of citrus fruit. Potassium sorbate and sodium benzoate are derived from berries. And finally, xanthan gum is from sea kelp. So this is our Forever Freedom. It has all the same nutritional benefits as the plain gel, but it has the addition of glucosamine and chondroitin as well as MSM. Now, glucosamine and chondroitin are sulfurs that are found in normal healthy joints. I'm going to pour this one out for you. And as I said, this will contain those stabilisation ingredients that I've mentioned from our cosmetic aloe. We also find this in our topicals. Now, as you can see, this has a kind of a dark orange colour, and it does have the addition of orange. But for me, I would say that smells a little bit like marzipan, and I would imagine that's coming from the sulfurs. And alongside those ingredients, you also get 90% of aloe vera. People will often ask me, do you actually have to have maybe a health challenge to have the benefits of aloe? Not at all. And also, how much would you be drinking? So, why would you want to have your shot of aloe every day? Well, most people I know, they want to have great skin, hair and nails, a good strong immune system, digestive system. You don't want to be tired. In fact, most people, they want to be the best that they can be. And by having a shot of aloe every day, aloe vera contains a whole cocktail of nutrients. And it's the nutrients in aloe vera that are going to support your body in the areas I've mentioned to be in balance. So you can mix and match these drinks as much as you want. You can just have the plain gel, or you can have the peaches. You can, in fact, what I do, I have the Freedom and I also have the plain gel every day. What it says on the side of the container, so just pick this up, all the information that you need is actually written here, and it will say that the average amount that people will drink is 120 mils a day. But if you want to drink more, because all you're doing is putting more nutritional goodness into your body. A couple of other things about our aloe. It's best to serve shaken and chilled, and to keep the aloe bottles in the fridge once they're opened, and to stand them upright. And please remember, because they're preservative free, don't drink straight from the carton. One of the main reasons people will have their shot of aloe every day is to support their digestive health to be in balance. So let's have a little bit more of an understanding about your digestive system. The main aim of digestion is to break down the large molecules of a nutrient into smaller molecules so that your body can use them more effectively. Did you know that the small intestine is about 7 meters long and about 2.5 centimeters in diameter? The surface area is around 250 square meters, which is about the size of a tennis court. We make 1 to 3 pints of saliva a day. Digesting just 1 glass of milk will require your mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, gallbladder, pancreas, and also your liver. And an adult stomach can hold approximately 1.5 litres of material. Food will also stay in your stomach, depending on the kind of food you've eaten, for approximately 3 to 4 hours. Cells along the inner wall of the stomach secrete roughly 2 litres of hydrochloric acid each day, and this will help to kill bacteria and aid in your digestion. To protect itself from the corrosive acid, the stomach lining has a thick coating of mucus, which is replaced every 2 weeks. Your tummy rumbling is the normal movements in the digestive system, and so when the tract is empty, the noises are just louder. And within the colon, a typical person has more than 400 distinct species of different kinds of bacteria. Who loves a cheeseburger? Well, the great thing about a cheeseburger is whether you are having a meat-based one or a plant-based one, it is actually a nutritionally rounded meal. And that is because it has a whole variety of your carbohydrates, your proteins, and your fats. Now, when we eat a cheeseburger, your body's job is to break it down so all of those tiny micronutrients can be released from the macronutrients. So the journey of a cheeseburger, digestion will actually start when enzymes are released in the mouth. Will continue into the stomach, and then your nutrients are absorbed from the small intestine into your bloodstream or also your lymph system. These are then processed by the appropriate organs and readied for use by your cells. The energy is generated through the metabolism of these nutrients, and then finally unwanted toxins and waste are eliminated from your body. When we talk about digestion, that it's important to understand that there's lots and lots of roles within the whole process of digestion. And let's break that down into understanding step 1 to step 4. Motility, this is the movement from one end of the tract to the other by the contraction of your smooth muscles. Secretion, the process of the various glands are going to release the following digestive enzymes into your system. First of all, amylase. This is a digestive enzyme that will work on your sugars and your starch and is found in your saliva, your pancreas, as well as your small intestine. Protease is a digestive enzyme that works on proteins as well as your amino acids, and this is found in your stomach, your pancreas, your small intestine, and then finally lipase is a digestive enzyme that works on your lipids, also known as your fats and your fatty acids, and this is found in your pancreas as well as your small intestine. After motility and secretion, we actually go to a process called digestion, which is a third part of digestion. And this will break down foods into tiny pieces, and this is done by your chewing and chemicals that are released from your digestive secretions. And then finally, a really important part of digestion is to reach absorption. Now, this will mainly take place in your small intestine before passing into the transport systems of the bloodstream or the lymph system. And this is what will use the energy or can be stored in your cells. We said at the beginning of the training, you are what you eat. But what we want to do is understand a little bit further. It's not just about what you eat, but it's what your body can absorb. And this is one of the key parts of our digestive system. We're going to cover absorption in more detail in Module 2. You have now completed the Aloe and Seasonal Supplements online Module 1. It's time to now test your knowledge and recap on what you have learned. So simply test your knowledge by completing the online quiz.